Hey, I'm RejectedShotgun. So, a lot of games nowadays have crosshair customization. It's a really important factor in being a competitive player in so many games. You want to make sure your crosshair is ideal for your way of playing and your style. In games like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, you have an incredible amount of control over your crosshair. Using the console in Counter-Strike, you can make your crosshair look incredibly strange, like you have way too many customization options. In Overwatch, you're given a fair amount of customization over your crosshair, but for a lot of people, there isn't enough going on in the settings. You have a good amount of options. You have short and long crosshairs, you have circular ones, adaptive ones, but for a lot of people, they really need that extra level of customization where they can change the exact color, so they can change the exact positioning of each of the different lines. There's a lot of different stuff that people want to be able to change about their crosshair. And Overwatch does have good crosshairs to choose from, but they're not specific enough to allow for the pro of pro players to get exactly what they need in games like Counter-Strike. So a user from the official Overwatch Forums by the name of Pyre said that they needed more crosshair types, and this is a subject a lot of people have talked about. Pyre said this: "I come from CSGO, and I'm not really a fan of any of the current crosshair types. This is the type of crosshair I use in CSGO, and there's nothing really like it in Overwatch. I want a crosshair where the middle is not obscured, so the dot and circle don't work well, but the classic 4-point crosshair in Overwatch is way too big, and the center hole is impossible to see through. Can we get some more crosshair types?" And those are some very valid complaints. Not being able to see the center of your crosshair can be critical, because a lot of characters have really small heads at a distance, and using that crosshair, you're going to want to see the exact point their head is at in between the crosshairs. The current crosshairs in Overwatch do not allow you to really see the exact point that you're aiming at. So Jeff Kaplan comes into the thread and he says 2 sentences. All that needs to be said from the game director: "This seems pretty straightforward. We'll see if we can get this done." So, pretty straightforward indeed. It's relatively simple to implement different kinds of crosshairs, as most of them are just basic geometric shapes with some effects applied to them. I don't think it would be difficult at all in Blizzard's end to implement something like this, and it would actually benefit a lot of players who are trying to transition from games like Counter-Strike, but they don't want to lose the level of competitiveness and control they have over their Counter-Strike gameplay. So while nothing is confirmed, I would like to say that it's pretty safe to assume this will come into the game sometime in the next month or so. I feel like this is a fairly small addition, but it is a very welcome one as well. And I hope that Jeff and the rest of the Overwatch team really decide that this is something they want to do, because the more customization options, the better. And this is actually really going to help a lot of people who are trying to come over from CSGO, which is where a lot of the Overwatch player base originated to begin with. Let me know your thoughts on this. Are you really competitive, and do you really get into the nitty-gritty of everything, choosing different crosshairs, colors, and types like that? Or does this not really affect you that much? Let me know your opinion in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I got a lot of Overwatch news for you. That's all for today though. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.